Hello, thank you for tuning in to Making Money Work for Regular People. I am your gracious host, Glenn, and today I wanted to just quickly, and I do mean briefly and quickly, get through a very popular argument where um, where people will say, well, Grant Cardone said don't buy houses because a house is the worst investment you can make. Well, you're not Grant Cardone, you know. Um, you're not Grant Cardone. You're not a savvy stock investor whatsoever. And I'm speaking in more in generalities, that are more likely to be true. So you don't have $1 million stock portfolio that you're managing yourself and all this other stuff. For most people, renting is a really bad decision for regular people, and that's what this channel is for. Regular people. Look, I don't care what Grant Cardone doing. Grant Cardone got way more money than all of us. Okay, I don't care what he's doing. I don't care um, what whatever whoever your favorite Instagram stock investor is doing. You know, he's not feeding you or me. Okay, all I care about is what regular people are doing, and regular people um, need to develop a level of discernment to be able to reject crackery from people who stand to benefit from you making poor decisions, such as renting versus buying. You know, there's not a lot you can do with rental leases other than re-sign them. They typically go up on average. Um, and on top of that, you don't own the deed to the house. The landlord does. Um, and then for your loyal um, and faithful payments, you can't even get a home equity line of credit out of it. You can't even borrow against the lease. You have no leverage as a tenant, as a career tenant, as someone who is renting. Nothing against you, but if you have a family and you have a more income that's more along the lines of an average income, even if it is close to 100 grand, you should be owning your own home. You don't even get. I mean, if you live in a rental for 20 years, you don't even get the benefit of a mortgage pay down by then. You know, your rent cycle just starts over every lease. And even if you don't sign a lease, you're still obligated to pay that rent. So you should definitely own your own home. Never mind what anyone tells you. And, if it's a regular person just like you, they're just trying to justify their position in staying in their rental for whatever reason. You know, misery loves company. Please remember that. And before they let you go and find and achieve your own level of independence, they're gonna try to talk you into doing some, foolish things too. I mean, it's one thing to be a tenant, um, until you're able to buy your house, but the goal is your first goal is to buy your own house. Even and this kind of hurts my heart to say, even if you do decide to buy at a retail price where it's move-in ready versus buying it under a 203K loan, or if it's a single family home under Fannie Mae home style renovation loan to pay 3% down. I get it. But it's better to pay retail than to not buy a home at all. And so, but of course, if you want to, if you have the desire to find an alternative way to get in a little bit cheaper, please consider a 203K loan, FHA 203K. Have your mortgage broker, get a mortgage broker who specializes in that loan product. You do not want him getting his education on your file. That's a no-no. Go to a mortgage broker that already does those types of loans, so that the process of you buying your first home, is as simple as a more conventional mortgage. The only difference is you're in a different product where you're able to get your home renovated to the specs that you and your contractor agree upon, and that your budget will allow. So, but please do not subscribe to the nonsense that owning your own home is just a bad decision. And then too, even if it doesn't, let's just say it doesn't make economic sense. Like these gurus are saying, even though that's complete nonsense. But let's just say it is a liability. Well, so is renting. Like, what do you get out of renting? Your landlord is not going to give you part ownership of the property of your unit. And then on top of that, when you have children, you kind of want a yard. You want a yard. You want privacy and things of that nature. And so don't let your own fears and what other people say talk you out of owning your own home. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Your mortgage rate, I don't know what your mortgage rate will be, and I don't even know what your mortgage payment will be. I'm just a homeowner who is an advocate of home ownership, and I'm not even an expert at that. So just keep this in mind. I'm your gracious host, Glenn. Thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like and hit subscribe. Thank you.